Here we go.
Well, hello there. How is everyone? I hope you are all well. It's Friday, baby. It's Friday. How can we not be excited that it's Friday? You're looking amazing. You are amazing. And we're going to get straight into some meaty and potatoes-y. Because this is video 2 of 3. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. And what are we talking about in this little here video 2? We're talking about none other than the Madeleine McCann case. And if you are anyone who hasn't been living under the rock for the last God knows how long, because this feels like this has gone on forever, then you will know who Madeleine McCann is. Madeleine McCann is the young girl who went missing in Praia da Luz after being left on her own by her parents as they went out on the piss. I'm just kind of simplifying things. It's a lot more complex than that. But look, there was at the time a police investigation led by Amaral, who was a decorated officer of some years, Captain Amaral. And he concluded that what happened to Madeleine McCann was at least facilitated by the parents. And look, he was sued, he left his job, and he subsequently wrote a book that was then subsequently tried to be blocked by the McCanns, and they failed to do so, and you can get it. Truth in a lie, or truth of the lie, one of the others, but a lot has happened over the last years, and the public, that's it, the British public, have been paying to the tune of around $150,000 per month in the ongoing search for Madeleine McCann. Operation Let's Get Fucked is not the proper name for that fund, but Operation Grange it's called, and it is about Madeleine McCann and the hunt for Madeleine McCann and what happened to her. It's quite strange because I feel that if me and my partner had gone on holiday with our friends, would have gone out on the piss and left our children alone in their apartment and something happened to them, when we wouldn't have been getting £150,000 a month of public funding, we would have been getting funded by the public, certainly, but for our dinners while we were in a cage for neglect of a child leading to harm. But look, let's have a look, because apart from the thoughts and feelings of the case, there has been a person of interest, shall we say. But look, Madeleine McCann, suspect, won't face charges for the foreseeable future. Prosecutor tells Sky News. Christian B is the prime suspect in the disappearance of Madeleine McCann. He is coming to the end of his jail sentence for, you can see that on the screen, of an American elderly lady. So again, he's a scumbag. The guy's an absolute scumbag, but is he the scumbag who did something to McCann? That's debatable. I've never thought so. I have my thoughts and feelings around the case, and if you'd like to hear more about it, let me know down below and we can do a live together and share some thoughts and feelings and try not to get us sued. The man suspected of abducting Madeleine McCann won't face any charges in the foreseeable future, a prosecutor has told Sky News. German drifter Christian B, who cannot be identified under his country's privacy law. We know his name's Christian Bruckner. I don't understand why they're saying he can't be fully identified when he's being identified all over fucking media. Is expected to be freed from an unrelated jail sentence this year, while police in 3 countries continue to search for evidence against him, unsuccessfully. Prosecutor Hans Christian Walters said there is currently no prospect of an indictment in the Maddy case. As things stand, the accused Christian B's imprisonment will end in early September. Madeleine, aged 3, was asleep with her younger twin siblings in the family's Portuguese rented holiday apartment before Mother Kate discovered her missing at around 10 p.m. on the 3rd of May 2007. So look, 2007. What's that, like 18 years? And we are still paying, the British public are still paying for the ongoing search of Madeleine McCann. Insanity. Like, I want to know what happened to her. I want her to be found. Of course I do. If something happens to a child, then, you know, we should do everything we can in our power. But when is there being too much being done, when it was very early determined what very likely happened here, and why hasn't anybody been held accountable for that? That's a valid question. That is a valid question. If I went on holiday today with my children, with my partner, and we went out drinking, and one of our children come to harm, and it was found that we had left them alone, what would happen to us? would we get nearly 20 years worth of public funding to the tune of around $150,000 a month, or pounds a month, sorry. Would it happen? And if not, why not? Where is the equality? We go about equality, we rave about equality. Everyone wants to be treated equally. But is it in this case equality, or is there something else underlying? Her parents were dining nearby on the complex with friends and taking turns to check on all their sleeping children every half an hour. Like fuck they were, in my opinion. Madeleine's disappearance has become the world's most mysterious missing child case. Philip Marquardt, one of Christian B's defense lawyers, welcomed the prosecutor's pessimism about bringing charges. He said this confirms the suspicions that we have repeatedly expressed, namely that there is no reliable evidence against our client. And it's about to get even more fucking weird. We regret that we have not been granted access to the investigation files. So they're going after their client, saying that he's the person who did it. They say, okay, can we have the investigation files? And they say no. Why would you want to hide the files? Surely you would want to show them the files and say, if you look at these files, you will see that we have a case against your client. This motherfucker should work in Idaho. He would fit in well. We have not yet been able to effectively counter the public prejudice arising from statements made by the prosecutor's office. Christian B, 47, is in jail and coming to the end of his sentence. You can see why. For a woman in Praia da Luz, the Portuguese resort where Madeleine disappeared. In October, he was acquitted on a series of these charges after a non-jury trial in Germany, which several references were made to his status as the main suspect in the Madeleine case. The prosecutor said he was awaiting the court's written judgment before launching an appeal against the acquittal. He believes the trial judges were biased against the prosecution. If successful, he could apply for a new arrest warrant for Christian B to keep him in custody until a retrial with new judges. He said, we hope that the Federal Court of Justice will decide before the end of the accused's imprisonment. If the Federal Court follows our legal opinion, we could apply for a new arrest warrant for the accused offences, so that the accused would then remain in custody beyond September 2025. So they're going back after him against the other charges that he's faced and currently got found not guilty of. Mr. Marco said the defence team would oppose the prosecution's appeal against the acquittal. Prosecutor Mr. Walters has said in the past that he believes Madeleine is dead and that Christian B was responsible for her death. The suspect denies any involvement. The case against Christian B is purely circumstantial. He's alleged to have confessed to a friend that he abducted Madeleine. He has convictions for these crimes against these against children, they're claiming. He was living in an area at the time. His mobile phone was close by when the young girl vanished, and he registered one of his vehicles the next day. The prosecutor won't say what the evidence he has to convince him Madeleine is dead, but he admitted he is still trying to find forensic evidence to link Christian B to the girl. Jim Gamble, former head of the UK Child Exploitation and Online Protection Centre, he had expected the prosecutor to charge Christian B soon. He's implied the whole way through that he has something more than the public are aware of. He said he's made fairly definitive statements about whether Madeleine is alive or dead, so you would expect their strategy to have been to charge him sooner rather than later. From what he's said today, I wonder if we're witnessing the repositioning of something to manage the disappointment that will come. Mr. Walters, who is based in wherever that is, Lower Saxony, is investigating the case with the help of Portuguese police and detectives from Scotland Yard. So there's a lot of stuff swirling around, but they're yet to be able to pin or find any evidence to connect Christian Bruckner to this crime. And again, certain people, because this has been going on for so long, we have certain thoughts and feelings around the Madeleine McCann case. What do you think happened to Madeleine? Probably keep it to yourself, because her parents have been known to sue people who have an opinion. But look, we all have opinions. I have an opinion, you have an opinion, and something's wrong here. Something's very, very wrong. Was Amaral right or was Amaral wrong? Maybe time will tell. Maybe eventually one of the Tapper 7 will speak. Who knows? But until next time, keep happy. Love you all. Mwah.